There's a seat in a cinema that comes with its own private room, unlimited food and drink, and a personal assistant. I don't belong in that seat. However, when I was younger, my nan kept every single cinema ticket I ever had. That's my original ticket from Lilo and Stitch 23 years ago. So now I'm on a mission to keep that tradition alive by collecting tickets from every level of cinema, all the way up to the most luxury seat in the world. But first, we're starting where it all began. Basic. We start our journey at the cheapest cinema I could find in the entirety of England. My immediate first impressions of this place is it feels nice, like human. Like, you can tell the people that run this place are really into their films. They had a bunch of old videos and even an old TV, which reminded me of when life used to be simple, when my only worry was whether I'd be able to get away with picking my nose in public. Just to clarify, I mean when I was a child, not like a few years ago. Although it does need a clean. I'm joking, those are Halloween decorations, obviously. The guy at the desk asked if I was a fan of Tron. That's the movie I'm seeing, by the way. And I didn't have the heart to tell him that I've never seen a Tron film in my life, so I panicked and said this. Not particularly, no, I just fancy something different. And then he proceeded to tell me all about the film and how great it was. And now I'm panicking because I need to leave early because I don't want to get a parking ticket and I don't want him to think I didn't like his favourite movie. So I guess that's a problem we're going to have to deal with later. I walked upstairs to the screen and immediately noticed that this place has so many classic movie references. You don't really get that in a normal cinema. I found my screen and felt really awkward about filming. There was a small group of people that looked bigger and scarier than me at the front, and it was completely silent. Like, you could hear a pin drop silent. And to make things worse, I accidentally flashbanged myself. So if they didn't know I was recording, they do now. This is what you get at basic level. We have a standard seat that looks about the same age as me, a small cup holder on the seat in front, and a little bit of wear and tear. For the price, you can't complain. And this is the view from my seat. The price of the snacks and the ticket combined, I'll put on screen right now, but I'm pretty sure it only came to about £15, which in dollars is like cheap for a cinema. I proceeded to consume an entire bucket of popcorn before the film started, as usual, and I quickly realised that I'd chosen the wrong film. I've got no idea what Tron is about. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on as I go along. To me, it just looks like lasers and vibes. But sometimes it's nice to just see a film with all of your friends. Basic bathroom tour. The basic bathroom comes with urinals, sinks, soap, and a giant 6-foot tall poster of Marvel's Thunderbolts. You know, the basic essentials. Obviously, the cinema's not in the best of conditions, but at the same time, for the price, £15 for snacks and the ticket, you're not going to get that anywhere else. So it's not like devastatingly bad. One thing I will say this movie experience has going for it is it feels very like authentic. Like the people here like movies, the people running this place are really into cinema. Although I do regret picking a film that I know absolutely nothing about. I feel so lost in there. I'm gonna go speak to the guy at the desk after the film and get his opinion because he seemed really into films. What came next was an interaction that I wasn't expecting to have. This is Sasha. He runs the place with his wife. Because of our interaction earlier, I approached him a little bit nervous about leaving early, but he could not have been nicer.
I mean, to a degree, what we hoped here was he's a bit like a blockbuster experience. Yeah. One of the great things about Blockbuster, it's not just videos, it's you got to talk to others when you went in.
He explained to me that when he took over this cinema, it had a really bad reputation and they've had to work hard to turn it around. I then asked him if he had a message for you at home, and this is what he said.
One of the reasons that people do need to support indie cinemas. If you don't, they will die out. Mm-hmm. If they do die out, a lot of the unusual films as well will die out with the ability to see them.
I then explained to Sasha that it's taken me 10 years to get the courage to do YouTube on my own, and he was actually kind enough to offer for me to use a cinema to make videos. So only now have I decided to do it myself, and this is only my 4th or 5th video, but it's going well.
Okay. Well, how do you like to actually do your YouTubes from here?
Wow, that was not the experience I was expecting when I went to the cheapest cinema. Sasha is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and the entire experience only cost £15. I'm going to have to give the basic cinema experience S tier for value for money, because that was incredible. I didn't really understand what was going on in the film, but the actual experience as a whole, top tier. Right, it's time for an upgrade. Next on the list is recliner. Okay, so I'm currently on my way to the recliner, except we have a little side quest tonight. So my girlfriend is obsessed with Twilight, and for the last 8 weeks she's been trying to get me to watch it, and I keep refusing. But tonight that's coming to an end, because it just so happens that there is a recliner showing of Twilight for its anniversary, and I've told my girlfriend that I'm going to go watch a different film so that I can come home and surprise her with some Twilight knowledge. I'm probably going to look a little bit strange going to see Twilight on my own as a 27-year-old man, but who cares? Ooh, automatic doors, fancy. Already an upgrade. I ordered my ticket, food and drink on a machine, because part of the perk of going recliner is you no longer have to talk to people, which you'll find out later I'm not the best at. It's quiet up here. I was given my hot dog by the Joker after they finished a conversation with the T-Rex. That's not a sentence I expected to say today. And walked into my screen, where things got mega awkward. I deliberately got here 20 minutes before my film so I could introduce you to the experience. And there's a guy just coming 15 seconds after me. So we're now sat in silence together, just me and this dude for like 20 minutes. This is what comes with your recliner seat, a nice comfy chair, a tray table, a cup holder on both sides for drinks big enough to last you a week, and of course, a reclining chair. Look at that, I'm flying. For snacks, I got myself a hot dog, a Fanta, and some tater tots in so much grease they're practically a flotation device. Based on the trailers before this film, I don't think I'm the target audience. When the film started, I gave it my best shot at understanding what was going on. From what I can tell, this girl smells really bad, and this guy doesn't want to sit by her. But this is a problem because she wants to go kissy-kissy with our friend 50p coin jawline here. I accidentally took this photo. I hope you like it. It's beautiful. Time for a quick bathroom break because I drank way too much Fanta. Recliner bathroom tour. The recliner bathroom is very similar to the basic bathroom, but it comes with this toxic waste, so that's fun. I got back to find out that Loverboy's now stalking her in a Volvo for some reason, and then she figured out that he was a vampire because his hands were cold. Maybe he just needed gloves. Let the man live. And then, this is the part I take issue with. He tells her he was born in 1918. Talk about an age gap. She's 17 and he's 90. They fall in love, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for coming to my summary of Twilight. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time on recliner because obviously this is the most common cinema experience that you can get. In terms of the price, £30 for the seat and the food is quite a lot. It was okay, but the tater tots were like soggy and greasy, and I'm going to go home and let my girlfriend know that I've been watching Twilight because she's starting to get suspicious. She's asked me what time the film is ending. It didn't add up with the time that she checked on the phone, and I need to get back quickly. It's a good film. I don't know what she was expecting when she fell in love with a vampire though.
You watched Twilight?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Don't want to surprise you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you? Did you actually watch Twilight?
Can I to surprise you? Recliner is comfortable, but is it immersive? We're moving on to extreme. When I was 12, I actually came to this cinema, ate an entire large bucket of popcorn before the movie started, then missed the entire Harry Potter film because I was throwing up. I booked 2 tickets because I have a special guest today, and paid a whopping £18 per ticket. This cinema has its own Starbucks, although I'm not sure hot coffee and vibrating chairs are a good mix. We grabbed some snacks for a cheaper price than recliner, and entered our 4D screen. Ooh, fancy. The extreme seat comes with its own footrest, cup holder, and wait a minute, does that button say water on and off? I am excited today because we are seeing my favourite film in 4D for the first time. A little bit concerned that there's a list of warnings that came up as soon as the screen started. I brought my girlfriend with me today purely because she's never seen Back to the Future. Blown my mind. She just asked me what the film is about. There is a button on my chair that says water on or off. While I was eating my dry, overpriced hot dog, I noticed there were massive industrial fans on the ceiling. This place has more fans than me. Haha, I'm a new YouTuber. Please subscribe. I don't want to talk too much over the extreme cinema experience, so I'll let this montage tell you everything you need to know. Bathroom tour. The bathrooms are actually pretty fancy here at Cineworld. Trust me, I would know. I spent an entire film in one throwing up when I was 12. It's definitely an upgrade. There wasn't a lot of 4D because the film was made 40 years ago. It's like a standard film with the occasional bit of whiplash. But for certain action films especially, I would probably say it's a good experience. It's different and it's worth doing. It's nearly time for the VIP experience, but first, let's see what the gallery has to offer. The cinema behind me is actually where I used to come as a kid, but one thing I do remember is that when I was a kid, I always wondered what the gallery seats look like. I always heard people talking up there and I could never afford the seats as a kid, so I'm quite excited to see what the gallery actually comes with. I walked in and got hit with this wave of nostalgia that I find hard to even describe. It still looks how it always did. And then I spotted our target for the day, the gallery. We're long past talking to humans when we're staying in the gallery, so I went to order my ticket on the machine and immediately ran into a problem. It wouldn't let me buy a single ticket because the gallery comes with a sofa, which left me with no option but to buy 2 tickets for today's film, Frankenstein. Ooh, Halloween, ooh, scary. So the first perk of the gallery is you get your own private bar and lounge. It has seating, fancy lighting, and your own personal bartender, at least it's supposed to. I tried to get a drink and it took me about 9 minutes because nobody realised I was up there, and I'm too socially awkward to go find someone. I tried to make small talk with the bartender, which went down well. It's quiet up here. Then I was chauffeured to my seat and given 2 free snack box options. So I am actually the only person in here, and I think I might be the only person in the entire gallery. So the gallery comes with 2 snack options. It comes with sweet and savoury, which is the first time we've had actual included snacks. I got one of each just to show you what they look like. Here's the sweet and here's the savoury. This is also the first movie experience we've had where we have an entire sofa to ourselves. I've actually got 8 entire sofas to myself. Gallery seat tour, you get your own sofa, 2 side tables, a cup holder or a bin depending on how you look at it, and an armrest that looks like it's been to war and back. This is the view from my seat. I went outside and ordered a drink fit for a 27-year-old man. Just get a J2O please, orange and passion fruit. And demolished the popcorn 10 minutes before the film started. The white chocolate covered popcorn was incredible. The marshmallows not so much. Wait a minute, how the hell did that get there? Not on my watch. For the price you pay, you kind of expect better. Like, I had to pay £30 for an entire sofa, and the sofa's a little bit battered. And unlike basic level, Showcase make enough money to kind of refurbish these seats. They feel like they probably haven't been refurbished since I was a kid. But to be able to lie down in a cinema, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty unique experience. I enjoyed my manly beverage, and when the film started, I was immediately lost again. From what I can tell, this little Nepo baby took his science lessons slightly too seriously and created a zombie, and then he tried to teach his zombie to sit, stay and fetch like a dog, and it didn't work. I couldn't help but get distracted by the fact that the guy playing Frankenstein would make a great Lord Farquaad if they did a live action Shrek. It was a little bit weird watching a Netflix film and not getting interrupted halfway through to check if you're still watching. Gallery bathroom tour. Wait. There's no gallery bathroom. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the basic bathroom. Is it worth £30 for a sofa? Not really, but if you were a couple and it was £15 each, I think I would recommend this compared to the recliner. Bit of a different experience, you know, you get your private lounge, snacks come included. I put the total price on the screen right now, it came to about £35 including a drink. It feels a little bit more luxury and upmarket compared to like a standard recliner because most people aren't up here, so it feels very like exclusive. Would recommend, but not for £35. It's time for the one you've all been waiting for. It's VIP. Wait until you hear how much this one cost. When I arrived, I was a little bit confused. There's no sign of a cinema here anywhere until I spotted this number plate. We must be in the right place. Tucked away at the back of the food court was this hidden door next to a pick and mix stand. And then things took a turn. Not in a dramatic way. I just mean this really friendly northern lady came over and gave us a tour. This place feels luxury the moment you walk through the door. There's a chandelier. What is this? Beauty and the Beast. And an actual red carpet. It turns out we're the only people in the entire cinema today. So she showed us all of the private rooms they offer. So from what she was saying, this place actually used to be a bank vault, which is why it's called the Vault. I feel like the Vault deserves its own like dramatic title, but I'm not going to do it. These are the popcorn machines that come included with the seat. We can refill popcorn whenever we want for free, and we also have a drinks refill machine as well. One thing she did also say is this place is apparently haunted. If in the middle of the film my popcorn starts floating, you know why. These are the original doors from the bank vault that they've actually ripped out to turn into a cinema. Seat tour. This seat comes with not only 1 but 2 comfy blue sunbeds, its own cup holder and side tables, menus for all the food options you could ever want, and guess who's testing that later? Me, obviously. A small tree for hanging your jackets, and a magical button that says press for assistance. The projector is massive and there are speakers everywhere, so you know this is going to be a quality experience. I took my shoes off, got comfortable, and immediately demolished a bucket of free popcorn. It's dangerous me being here. They're going to have to roll me back out when I'm done with that free popcorn. For today's film, we're going right back to the very beginning. We're watching Lilo and Stitch. But first, I forgot to show you the bathroom. The VIP bathroom comes with fancy gold taps, cool wallpaper, and enough toilet roll to last you an entire month. Oh, and this fun mirror to play with. I'm a 27-year-old man. They also have this movie-themed sign. Let's hope it's not a horror, if you know what I mean. Now, you might be thinking, is this not the same as like watching a film at home on Disney+? The sound in here is crazy. I can see them, they're all over the ceiling, pointed at me. It's got incredible air conditioning, incredible sound. I'm starting to think it might be worth the money. For £75 per person, you get unlimited snacks, unlimited drinks. You get everything you would get at an Odeon.
You don't get screaming kids everywhere.
Listen, if you're at home and you're watching, you're a screaming kid. You heard the woman. Keep it to yourself. We settled in to watch Lilo and Stitch while I consumed, quite frankly, an unreasonable amount of free popcorn. There were moments where I felt a little overwhelmed that I now have the opportunity to actually do this for a living. For those who don't know, 6 weeks ago, I left behind a 10-year career to pursue my lifelong dream of becoming a YouTuber. I had no idea what would happen, whether I'd even make it at all, and to be honest, I still don't. I only had 1,438 subscribers at the time, so I took a massive risk. But as of this week, I'm officially a YouTube partner. I know. Thank you very much, thank you. If you could press the subscribe button right now, it would mean a lot more than you think. We're on the right path, but we're not there yet, and I'd love for you to come along for the journey. So, although there is included food, there is also food that you can pay for. She's given us multiple menus. We are about to order, but first, I need to press the magical button to see what happens. So if we press this button, somebody will now appear at the door in a minute and take our order for food. And just like that, another friendly northern lady delivered our food. And it turns out, this food is also free. Nat had a southern fried wrap, and I had chicken tenders because I've got the palate of a 9-year-old. I like what I like, okay? Leave me alone. I mean, my overall experience here, would I do it again? Probably. Will I be doing it again? Probably not, because it's in Burnley. It took us 3 hours to get here, and it's going to take us another 3 hours to get home. If this was near my house, I'd probably be here like once a month. Value for money, I would definitely say this is value for money. This is not like watching a film at home. This is like a proper experience. We're going to finish this movie and head home because I've got one more thing I need to do.